Now, these turtles are becoming ridiculous now. Look, look, look. Uh-huh. Yeah, scrape my hands. You are annoying. You're taking all of my bait. I want crabs, not turtles. Wow. All right. Do you see us? Look, it's a little seahorse. What? Wow. Amazing. Whoa, 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 whoa. Guys, look at how amazing these oven roasted crabs look. Guys, I am sitting here watching the news of Hurricane Erin that is ripping through the East Coast here in the United States.
Erin, it's a Category 2 hurricane, winds of 100 miles an hour, and it's moving to the north-northeast at 18 miles an hour. The center.
Currently, it is a Category 5 going through Ocean City, Maryland, and looking at the devastation on the boardwalk where my husband and I go fishing all the time. Just to see it in that state just makes me so sad. But I heard that after a hurricane, there are lots of fishing opportunities. Have you guys heard this? I don't know if it's true or not, right? That more fishes are biting right after a hurricane. So the hurricane right now is going through Ocean City. They've said that there is a lot of coastal flooding going on. So the water is already high. So imagine high tide as well as flooding could be a recipe for success or failure. So I think we should go ahead and test this theory. Can you catch more fishes after a hurricane has passed? I think it's a good one. Also, I have been trying to go to some new parks that I've been seeing and just trying to change it up a little bit. Go and check out some of these new waterways. So there's about 3 different sites that I wanted to go to over the next 3 days. So let's see what we can catch. I think we're going to be successful. What do you guys think? So I am in the car. Everything is packed up, ready to go. It's gonna take us almost 2 hours to get to this park. So we will be doing mostly afternoon fishing. It's gonna be beautiful. Hopefully it's not too crowded because this park is known to have a lot of people. So that's why I'm choosing to go today on Friday and not over the weekend. So yeah, guys, let's go. Let's have some fun. See what we can catch. Hopefully, you're gonna get something good. All right, let's see. Peelers. You have any peelers?
Dead ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll get some peelers.
How many do you need?
Let's get 20.
20?
If you have any. 20. Like if you have that much.
7.
I may have to catch. Alright guys, I got 20 peeler crabs. I love this place. Let's pick up some ice. Thank you. I pick up some ice over there, but let's put this first into the cooler. Woo. So this is going to be the last stop and the last place potentially for food before we get to the park. So let's see what we can find to eat because I am starving. All right, so normally in here has food, but they don't have food right now, so we gotta see what we can munch on until that's gonna last us for a few hours. Sultana Outdoors, and we are here in beautiful Point Lookout State Park. Guys, this is incredibly beautiful. As you can see from behind me, look at the color of the water. I just passed through some flooded areas, so that was kind of cool. But guys, on that side is the Chesapeake Bay. We have here a little inlet bay, and across the way is the Potomac River. So we are at the convergence of the most beautiful brackish water where you can catch anything here. There is flounder, there is redfish, there is bluefish, there is striped bass, there is cobia, and a lot more things, and also crabs. So guys, we are going to start this journey. Maybe I might send the line out here and see what we can catch. I have a cooler full of peeler crabs, and it is going to be a fantastic day, guys. So let's get on the water. All right, guys, it is the first cast of the day. So let's see what we're gonna do. I have just a single drop line on here with bloodworms. Let's go ahead and get our first cast. Let's see what we can catch. There are a number of places to fish here in Point Lookout State Park. As I said, I'm right now in the Back Bay area, so there is a lot of smaller fishes, bait fishes, spot, croaker, etc. in this water. Catfish, of course. You may also find carp in this water. In the Chesapeake, which is literally across the street, you're going to find much more larger fish, right? Your stripers, your bluefish, etc., because the water is moving quite a bit. In the Potomac side, you're going to probably also find the same fishes as well. So there is a pier that we will try. I saw something biting on my line. There is, as I said, there is a pier that we can go and fish at as well. And I do have my crab pots with me, so we will see what we can catch on the crab pot. I haven't had crabs since we went to Hooper's Island the last time. So yeah, we have a number of places to go and visit. My bait is gone. So let's go ahead and get this back on, and maybe what we'll do, again, we'll do a couple of more casts out here and then head somewhere else. It is incredibly beautiful. Oh, I felt as like something pull on my bait, and it's completely gone. But just I'm kind of scanning the area, and the water is extremely high right now. So obviously because of the hurricane, and then also it is high tide, so it is double high, if you know what I mean. We have about 4 hours to fish here before the park closes. So let's go do that. Whoa, I see this massive crab right here. Whoa, 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 whoa. That is lovely. Ah! Oh my God, I almost grabbed it. So let's get our worm on here and let's get this back out in the water. This park is so beautiful, so natural, and it is a peninsula, so you can fish pretty much everywhere. This side here has a boat ramp where you can rent kayaks and you can go kayaking, but it looks like it's quite a bit full right now with that high water. So we are going to head to the pier, see what that looks like. And as I said, like the entire park, you can fish and you can crab, so it's going to be a great time. Let's see. I think the pier is coming up. Oops, was that it? I think I missed it. So gotta go back around. So let's do. I'm so glad like right now the park is not full, because you come here on the weekend, oh my goodness, too many people. There's a number of people out there actually. A number of folks fishing on the pier. All right, but it's not very busy, so we will give it a shot. I will hook up my Shakespeare rod and get on that water. Let's see what we get. Okay, so this here is the pier at Point Lookout State Park. It's beautiful. This is brand new, just opened this year after being closed for quite some time. The water is quite a bit rough. It's beautiful. We're not gonna go very far out on the pier because we do want to try some other spots. Got worms, but it is time for this peeler crab to go to work. We are in prime location, 4 striped bass. So, and actually right now the time is perfect. Look at the time, it is 1:40. So let's get this baby cut up and put onto our double hooks with a 2-ounce sinker. All right, so let's get our first line out here. Let's see what we get a hold of. All right, nice. The water out here is about 9-10 feet. And at the end of the pier, it's closer to 12 to 15 feet, which is fantastic that we're able to fish in deeper waters here off of the Chesapeake Bay. We have 2 crab pots with chicken legs that we are going to drop down. Actually, let's put it right here. So the water is quite a bit dirty, but look, I actually see a large crab down there. Let me see how deep the water is. Oh yeah. Remember I told you that the water is high, right? Okay, great. Okay, just touched bottom. So it is about, I would say about 5 feet deep right here. So it is great. Close enough to the rocks that if the crabs are coming in, that is where they would most likely be coming in to feed and to kind of get away from the rougher waters. So let's go ahead and put this other one in here as well. We'll put it on the other side. That way we can have the front and the back. And also on this side, it's a little bit shaded.
Hi. Thank you. So every 5 to 7 minutes, we will check on the crab pot and see how they are doing. Ooh, one nice size, as you can see. It's a small male, actually small female. So we're gonna let this one go. In there. Oh, okay. Oh, look. It is, okay, it's a crab and a puffer fish that just fell out. Look at this beautiful crab. It's about, I would say, 4.5 inches. I love seeing that puffer fish. That was pretty cool. All right, so we are still here in Point Lookout State Park. So you can see we are in a new section of the park that allows for crabbing, and that is what we're about to do. So you're only allowed to crab on the floating docks here. No fishing is allowed. So hopefully we will be able to pick up some crabs because I have been craving crabs and it is time for us to get some. Wow, guys, look at how spectacular this place is. This here is the Back Bay area of Point Lookout State Park. This here is in St. Mary's, Scotland, Maryland. To the back of me, it's the Chesapeake Bay. To the left of me is the Potomac River, and then here we have the Back Bay. So this is an area, it's probably about 5 feet deep, especially right where I put the crab pots. I see some large turtles out here, so they're gonna be stealing our bait, okay? They're known to steal bait. It's really, really beautiful here. There is a campground at the site, but it's currently closed for construction. There are eagles' nests, lots of birds, so if you're into birding, it's a great place to come. Bring the whole family. This area, they don't allow fishing, so I decided, let me do a little bit of crabbing because, you know, I haven't caught crabs since Hooper's Island, so it would be nice to get some crabs. Lots of little fishes out here. The water is about a couple of feet clear and then it gets a little bit darker. But yeah, guys, so it is a beautiful afternoon. It's about 4:30 and we're going to be here for about the next 2 hours and then we are going to leave, and then tomorrow we're going to be doing a little bit more crabbing and fishing. Look at this fish I caught. It is absolutely beautiful. Let's go and let it go. Here it goes. I knew it was the turtle. Look at it. I knew it was this turtle. Stealing my bait. The turtle again. Sheesh. Get out of there. Get out. I may have to move it. And another turtle. Look at it. Those turtles. And another one. my bait is gone. These freaking God damn it. Now these turtles are becoming ridiculous now. Look, look, look. These turtles are relentless. Oh my god. Kit, eating all of my bait. Go on, go, Kit. At this beautiful crab, and it is so rusty. The entire crab is rusty. I'm not even seeing any blue color on it. Wow, look at that. Nice big old rusty crab. Man, this crab is the rustiest crab I've ever seen, and it's massive. These turtles are completely relentless. For real, for real. They're just too much. They're taking all the bait. I came here with a bag of chicken and literally got 5 crabs because they're taking all of the bait. What you gonna do? Look at this turtle. It's cute, but it's so annoying. Look at it. Whoa. Look. Yeah, scrape my hands. You are annoying. You're taking all of my bait. I want crabs, not turtles. Guys, I wanted to see how big this turtle is. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? And look at how pretty it is. Oh my god, it's so strong. Wow. Good morning, y'all. So yesterday, I felt like it was a little bit of a bust. Even though it wasn't, because I got crabs, right? But I did everything possible. I tried different baits, different locations on the park. And I don't know if it's because there was Hurricane Erin that was moving through the parts of the Atlantic Ocean. So everything was kind of stirred up. I don't know. But everybody who I encountered in the park was complaining about the same thing. That the fishes weren't biting, and those damn turtles. I'll tell you, those turtles. Oh my god. I think at the end, I probably got over 40 turtles. 40 turtles. And some were large, super large, some were small, but they kept taking the crab bait. And until the end, when I left around 5 o'clock, I decided, you know what? Enough is enough. So today though, I am heading to a brand new location that I see a lot of people catching fishes, and it's called Farmington Landing. So I'm gonna see if I can catch anything. It is known for catfish, so yeah, we're gonna see what kind of catfish we can catch. And I don't want to stay there too long. I want to stay maybe a couple of hours and then maybe head to another spot and do some crabbing. So we'll see how the day goes, guys. All right, so we are back in the car. It is about 7:30 in the morning and we are heading to Farmington Landing, which is about 20-25 minutes south of Washington, D.C. along the Potomac River. So this particular park, I've never been here before. So this is sight unseen. So I have no expectations, but I have seen one video from a gentleman who caught a lot of catfish. So
If all else fails, maybe we'll catch some catfish. I did bring some shrimp. I brought some pieces of fish that I had in the freezer just to try and get that, you know, out of my freezer. And you know, they say catfish will eat anything. So there is channel catfish, blue catfish. Apparently there's striped bass. We'll see about that. There is perch. And what else? Oh, large and small mouth bass. So a number of species. Oh, also snakehead. So yeah, snakehead, which is kind of cool. So welcome to Farmington Landing. It is quite a bit flooded, as you can see. Again, this is basically because, you know, we have that storm going on, but a number of people are here fishing. But there are a lot of weeds out there, so we'll have to cast out really far to get out into the water. So we'll kind of scope around a little bit and see where it's the best places for fishing. Alright guys, so I decided to change the location because you can't get very far out there without hitting a whole bunch of weeds and snags. As you can see, it's quite a bit flooded and there is a number of debris in the water. And it's right now, it's a little shallow and there are a couple of people out here fishing, and so they have their lines in the areas that is going to be avoiding the snags. So I'm going to go to another location which is right around the corner called Fort Washington Park. The area lighthouse in Washington Park. So let's go and check it out. Looks like it's closed. And once again we met with roadblocks. Dang it. It's closed. The lighthouse seems to be under construction back there. I see people are making little pathways down to the water, but I'm not gonna do that. No. So let's see if there's another place to go fishing around here. Alright guys, well, that was a bust for Fort Washington. There was no access points that I could find that I can easily get onto to go fishing. So now, location number 3. Let's see where else we can find to go fishing around here. Alright, so I found another location on Chesapeake Beach side called North Point Pier. So we're going to go try there. There is a fee to go in, but at least I know it's guaranteed to be open. It is about 53 minutes away. Look, we've spent the last almost 2 hours driving around from the different sites trying to find places to fish. You know, there are certain parts of Maryland and Virginia that need to do a better job at making sure that places are available for people to fish, right? They announced that there are places, but then when you look at them, it's not really good. It's not available. It's closed. It's under construction. And like, I get it, you know, a lot of people fish a lot, right? So, but it's just so nice that when you go to a place and
it is available for fishing, you know you didn't just waste your time. And there are just some tried and true places that are consistent, but you know, you always want to try someplace new to see what the opportunities are. That is the life of a fisher person, right? Is that we enjoy trying new places. We enjoy being outdoors. We enjoy the surroundings. We enjoy the challenge of trying to find something different. Good and bad, right? Sometimes tried and true is the way to go. All right, so we are gonna head to this new location off of Chesapeake Beach, and fingers crossed it will be open and not too crowded. Bye guys. Now we are in Chesapeake Beach. This town is so beautifully quaint, quiet. There are beautiful small houses and mom and pop tackle shops and restaurants, really good crab. If you come here on a Friday or a Saturday evening, you're going to hit the bars, and it's so fun to meet the locals. So if ever you are in Chesapeake Beach, you need to come down here. And as you can see, the road literally ends on the water. It's so beautiful. Finally made it to a pier, and this pier, it was $9 for residents and $11 for out of, not really out of state, but out of town guests. So there's a lot of rules here, so there are no crabbing and only 2 rods per person. It's a beautiful location. Water in here is about 2 feet deep. When you get up a little bit further, it's definitely deeper. When you come to this pier, there is an upper deck and a lower deck. The upper deck, there are no fishing allowed, so only the lower decks are allowed for fishing. So after 2 hours of being on the road, going to those 2 locations and being unable to fish, we're finally making our first cast here on Chesapeake Beach, North Beach Pier to be exact. So let's get our first cast in. I'm not going very far because this water is a little shallow. So when we go up a little bit further, we will make it a little bit deeper. I want to see your technique.
So normally I would, after that, just done snags so many times.
I'm just taping so I can remember it.
I would use a piece of a log or wood.
Yeah.
Has a better grip. Then you just walk that.
Okay.
Sometimes it releases it, sometimes it breaks it.
Interesting. I know, right? It's a perfect day for that. Oh, it probably just broke off. Yeah. I know. Nice little spot. Huh? Another spot. Well guys, we are back at it. I'm at my favorite spot, and for these past couple of days doing this experiment of trying new locations wasn't very successful. Well, at least not this time of year. I'm not sure what's going on, but everywhere and every person that I spoke to about fishing or crabbing in the different locations that I went to, everybody said consistently that they weren't catching any fishes or that the crabs just wasn't biting. So I am out at my favorite spot here on the Patuxent River, and I'm about to go and put crab pots out and then do a little fishing. It is really early in the morning. It is almost like 8:30, and this pier is already packed. So let me tell you, people are fishing. Don't tell anybody that you fish, because trust and believe, they will be out there at your spot fishing as well. You know, obviously I love that people are fishing, but sometimes you have to keep your spots a secret, because then everybody comes and there's too much trash and it's a whole thing, right? But anyhow, guys, we are here this beautiful morning, and this is day 3 of trying to catch anything. And hopefully we're going to be successful today. All right, guys. So the really good thing about this spot is that there aren't any turtles. Man, those turtles on Point Lookout State Park was just absolutely annoying. I spent $6 on these legs, and practically all of them were gone in under 45 minutes. So to be here at my spot without all that drama, it's just wonderful. So we're gonna put our pot down here. I do see there are some crabs down below. It is low tide right now. The water is moving quite a bit though. So we will see. All right, so we got ourselves our first crab here, and it's a nice big 6-incher. Let's put him in the cooler. It's definitely stingery. Oh, guys, it's a big stingery. It's a big stingery. I see it. I see it. I see it. I see it. Let me show you guys. Come over here. Come over here. Come over here. Come over here. Oh shit, oh shit. Okay, let's see if I can find it over here for you guys. It's moving the line, girl. Look at it. Look at it. Ooh, there it is. There it is. Move this out of the way so you guys can see this stingray that I just caught. Bring it up to the surface. Ooh, there it is. There it is. Yeah? Now I'm just gonna cut it off. Yeah, I'm gonna cut it off. Wow, it's a beautiful. It's beautiful, guys. I don't know if you guys can see it. Look at it. Look at it. Wow. All right. All right, guys, look, I caught a little flounder. It is so cute. This is about, I don't know, 7-8 inches. We're about to let it go. Look at it. Yup. Look at this. I caught a flounder in the crab pot. I don't know if y'all can see that. Look at that flounder in the crab pot. The flounders are out here. Woo. Look at the puffer fish that I caught. I don't know if you guys can see, but the eyes are actually green. Let's get it back out there. Poor little guy. Nice jumbo size crab. Let's go, baby. Join your brothers and sisters. Pull. Oh, it's a puffer fish. Look at this little puffer fish. Little puffer fish. Do you hear it? Let's get it out. Oh, it's swelling up. May have to use two. Come on. There he goes. All right, he's lived to see another day. It's like a, what do you call this? Is this like a flying fish? Look at it. Do you see us? Isn't that cute? I don't know what it is. It's very cool. It's very cool. Very cool indeed. There we go. Look at the spines, the outer spines of this fish. Isn't this really cool? I think it's a little flounder. It's another little flounder. Another little flounder. Look at it. This is now my third flounder. He's out and saved. Now he goes back. Look at this, guys. Another flounder. Another flounder. And a puffer fish in the crab pot. Crazy. I've been here for almost 5 hours now, and I caught 5 flounder. One weird looking kind of flying fish, which I think is called striped sarabin. I got a number of crabs that I'm gonna cook tonight. I caught, what else did I catch? Oh, puffer fish. A number of things actually. Oh yeah, and that huge stingray, which I fought for about 15 minutes before I was able to let it go. Hurricane Erin that came through and really flooded out most of the areas, and so all of the crab and the fishes, I don't know if they went into hiding, but pretty much everybody were having the same problems with fishing this week. So it isn't just me, and I'm sure around the country they've been having a lot of issues with fishing. So if you are having issues in your neighborhood, leave it in the comments. Let me know. If you like content like this, where it's just a few days fishing, enjoying, crabbing, enjoying the outdoors, you know, and this is your type of content, I hope that you subscribe. And yeah, I hope to see you back at the house. It's a little seahorse. What? Wow. Amazing. Let's get it back into the water. Oh my goodness. Wow, wow, wow. I guess there was indeed a small spot. And we're going to let this little baby go. I'm not keeping any spots today. Here you go. You want it? I know that you're keeping spots.
Yeah, I'll take them for bait.
All right, perfect.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
No problem. Guys, so just got home and got the cooler full of crabs. I think I probably got about 10 nice large crabs. And guys, guess what? On my way home driving, what I thought about doing with these crabs. I'm going to make oven roasted crabs. Oven roasted crabs. Look at these crabs. There's more down there. But, yep. Oven roasted crabs. Also, I'm going to be making white rice. And then I have this recipe with lentils and beef. That's also going to be, I don't want to say a side dish, but the main dish with the oven roasted crabs. So I'll show you guys the recipe. So let's go in the kitchen. Look who it is. Hi, Miss Girly. Did you miss Mommy? Next time I'll take you out, okay? You want to go outside? You want to go outside? Let's go. We'll get back to the next part. All right, guys. So we have our cleaned crabs here. As you can see, I took the backs off. They have been cleaned, washed, and now they're just in some regular water. So what I'm gonna do now is take a little bit of white vinegar and maybe a couple teaspoons into this water, and I'll just let it soak for about, I don't know, 10 minutes. Vinegar helps the meat break away freely after it's been cooked from the shell. So that's a little trick if you want to, you know, get your meat nice and coming out clean. So, yep. So we're gonna let this soak, and we're going to finish our other dishes. I have rice on the stove, and I have in the Instapot, I have the beef and the lentils and all of the vegetables. It's gonna be so delicious. So now let's go ahead and make our herbed butter for these roasted crabs. All right, so we are going to make our herbed butter for the roasted crabs. Yeah, you heard that right. Oven roasted crab. We have a stick of butter. Yep, don't be scared. We have some garlic powder. Not too much. I have some paprika. I love paprika with my crabs. I have a little bit of Creole seasoning,
We're not gonna add too much of this. Oh, and also, by the way, this is unsalted butter, right? So be careful because we are going to add our JOs, and obviously that is salty. So we're going to add maybe a couple of teaspoons of the JOs, and then lastly a little bit of onion powder. Ooh, this looking so good. Man, if y'all had smell of vision, whoa, 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 whoa. The last thing I'm gonna add to this is dried parsley. I like the dried parsley because it has a bit more pungent flavor I get out of it. Yes. You can add whatever spices you like. If you like it spicy, mild, you know, you do it however you like. I'm gonna give it a little taste here. I think this needs to have a little bit more of the JOs. So I'm going to add that. Remember, this is crabs, right? So you're gonna have everything seasoned to perfection. Every single claw, the back, everything. Ooh, this is looking good. I'm gonna add a little bit of cayenne to this. Okay, a dash of cayenne. Again, make it however spicy you'd like. Okay, so we have all of them laid out, and we will spoon on this delicious herbed butter inside of the crab. And steaming in its own butter, juices, spice, goodness. Ooh, yes. Everything, it's going to be, whoa, look at this. Let's put this in a nice hot oven at about 395 degrees for 20 minutes. And what we'll do is, y'all see that? Oh my goodness. So we will leave it uncovered. Wow. Leave this uncovered and let this finish up roast for another 5 minutes. Whoa, 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 whoa. Guys, look at how amazing these oven roasted crabs look. Let's get to eating. I am starving. So here we have our white basmati rice, and we have here our lentils and beef. Also, it has some coconut milk in here for extra creaminess and thickness. And the beef is pot roast, so it's been really cooked down and it's so soft. As you can see, it just kind of flakes off. My mouth is watering. All right, guys, so here are the crabs, the oven roasted butter herbed crabs, and they look so good. Also, the rice, lentils, and beef. This came out, oh, and it smells so good. So first up, let's try the crabs. Oh, and it's so full of meat, as you can see. Let's give it a taste. Wow. So good. Look at this. No butter needed. Can't get any, Maya. Alright, guys. Let me know. Taste. So good. Let me taste this. Lentils. Ooh, yes. Get a little bit of beef in there. Look at this. Ooh, and it is steaming hot. 10 out of 10. Crabs, 10 out of 10. This, 10 out of 10. If you all want the recipe, you let me know. I'm about to eat some crabs though. Alright guys, I'm about to continue eating and I'll see you guys on the next video.